If you are not a US citizen, don't come to this country. If you are here and you're not a US citizen, I don't care what kind of documentation you have, and I don't care how long you're staying, whether it's for a week or years, go. If you can go, go.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about something that's super important for many of you, that is job opportunities abroad. Specifically, we are looking at whether Africans and Jamaicans should consider the USA and Europe for work. The United States of America and Europe are often seen as land of opportunity, where dreams come true and careers are made. Many Africans and Jamaicans aspire to work in these countries, hoping to improve their lives and send back money home. But is this really worth it? And this has been made like this because of the stories that most of the people back in Jamaica and Africans are getting. So before we dive in, kindly listen to these advices from white people, some who have had experiences in both sides and some have spent almost their entire life in the United States, before we come back for more comments.
Why is nobody talking about this? Ever since I came to Africa, many Africans have come to me and said they will pay me thousands of dollars for me to help them to go to Europe. I haven't helped a single person, and I'm not going to do that. Ask yourself, why, if Europe is so fantastic, why am I then in Africa? Does that make sense? If my own place is so fantastic, why would I be here? Now, you are ready to pay me thousands of dollars for you to go and work hard in Europe, for you to help Europe get back on track. Why won't you stay in Africa and make Africa get on track? It doesn't make sense. You're an African, so why don't you want to help your own continent to grow and prosper, but you want to go to my continent and make that prosper? It doesn't make sense. If you have thousands of dollars that you want to give me for me to help you to go there, spend those thousands of dollars to set up a business here in Africa. And if you need help with that one, I'm willing to help you, but I will never help you to go to Europe and suffer.
If you are not a US citizen, don't come to this country. If you are here and you're not a US citizen, I don't care what kind of documentation you have, and I don't care how long you're staying, whether it's for a week or years, go. If you can go, go. And I know this is what they want, and I hate it because I love to be like, resist. But ending up in an ICE detention facility is not an act of resistance. And it does not matter if you are white passing. It does not matter how smart you are or what you're contributing, or if you're just visiting and you're a tourist. Don't. It's not safe here. We're not safe. They are detaining US citizens. They are detaining tourists. There was a 28-year-old backpacker, a young woman, who is now in an ICE detention facility. It does not matter. If you're leaving and I can come with you, I would love that. Let me know how to do that. I have a master's degree and I'm a very nice person. I'll be very good to your country. But this ain't the place. Get out while you can. And do not send your kids here as foreign exchange students. Do not send them on a student visa. Do not think you're going to come over here and do some kind of medical residency or scientific research. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't marry somebody from here. Don't do it. We're not safe. We're not a good country. We're under authoritarian rule at this point. So, sorry about that.
People in West Africa are starting to live better than people in the Western world. Now, I'm not talking about everybody, but I'm talking about if you're well-to-do, if you're doing pretty good in your life, it's better to be doing really well in Africa than it is to be in America. Now, I'm currently in America, and it's like a little bit of a culture shock coming back from Africa, because when you come here, you're around people who, on paper, they're very successful, rich, and all that. But all these people are drowning in debt. They got a nice car, but they don't own it. they've got a lease on it. They may say that they own a house, but they kind of do, but they have a huge mortgage on it. But in Africa, people own everything outright. And what does this lead to, like, in day-to-day life? Well, when you know someone who's well-to-do in Africa, they're a lot more relaxed. They feel like they can go on trips with you. They're a lot more generous. People here, even though they may have a lot of money on paper in America, the second they let their foot off the gas, the second they stop hustling, those bills will catch up on them really quick. And it shows, like, kind of why I feel West Africa is the future, because here people are putting up an appearance of being rich, well-to-do, but it's fueled by debt, and it's fueled by them working 2 jobs. Husband and wife are both working high-paying jobs, 50 hours a week each, and doing all of that to just create this facade. Whereas in West Africa, once these guys have made it, they're living good lives. They're having that balance in life, and they're not killing themselves. So I think long-term, who am I betting on? I'm betting on the lifestyle of West Africa.
I've lived in 5 different countries in Africa. I've lived in Malawi, Botswana, Zambia, Morocco, and Nigeria. I've also traveled extensively in South Africa, Zimbabwe, Namibia, and Egypt. Never once in all my years of living or traveling on the African continent have I been mistreated in any way because of my ethnicity, because of my skin color. And this is in spite of the fact that I come from a country who are guilty for some of the worst colonial crimes ever inflicted throughout human history. That's right, I was born in Great Britain.
One of the biggest challenges involved in moving to Western countries is getting a work visa. It's a long and expensive process. In this case, there is no guarantee that you'll get approved once you apply for these visas. Plus, this job market is super competitive. So even if you get a visa, you might not land a job. There are professions from Africa who, when they get, for instance, in the United States, they can't be offered opportunities unless they have to go back and enroll in the colleges that are in the Western world before they look for the jobs, which at the end of the day is not fully guaranteed. Another thing to consider are the cultural adjustments. Moving to a new country can be tough, especially if you are not used to the customs and way of life. You might feel like an outsider, and it can take time to adjust to these customs and way of life. Moving from Jamaica and Africa, where, for instance, socializing, community, and oneness is highly embraced, to some of the states in the United States, where everyone is for themselves and God for all, you might not like it. There have been instances where neighbors call the police when they get to see a strange person or strange faces. In some instances, even this is can be escalated because of racial bigotry and etc. Yes, this is true. Most people who have had bad experiences have shared these negative experiences of working in the United States and Europe. Thanks to social media, Africans are getting to know what exactly is happening abroad, while people on the Western side, Caribbean and the rest of the world are getting to know what exactly is happening because of social media. It's not all sunshine and rainbows as people think. You need to be aware of these potential risks and downside before you think of going there to look for job. But here's the thing, there are other options. There's the Caribbean, there are some African countries like Rwanda and many more. We have places like Central America, which offer a more relaxed pace of life, and you can find job opportunities like tourism, hospitality, or the construction. You can go in the construction industry, etc. You can, for example, find work in tourism, hospitality, or construction, and enjoy the money that you get from there, and also enjoy the better work-life balance, where you don't have to be working and working and working. You become like a zombie, because in some of these countries, like the states, because of the bills, they have to put in more hard work. Some even get to like 2 to 5 jobs, so that they can be able to sustain their lives, as everything involves bills, mortgage bills, insurance bills. Everything is all about money, so they have to work, and in the end of the day, it's like they are getting a lot of money, but all the money just ends up being spent. At the end of the day, their disposable income is very low. They don't even, at the end of you will find that they don't even have savings, and sort of, there are even opportunities like teaching English in some of the countries apart from the United States and Europe. Countries like South Korea, Spain, New Zealand, which have high demand for instructors of English. You can get certified and start teaching in no time. What I'll say is that information is very powerful. We Africans, Jamaicans, who you want to go there because of the good the good payment, because most of the Africans that you'll talk to, they tell you that in for example states, they pay in hours, according to hours that one has worked, and that is one of the the thing that moves most of Africans to think of going abroad to look for job opportunities. And little do they know that, yes, some of the jobs, they are paying well, but the healthcare is expensive. Almost everything is expensive as compared to, for instance, here in Africa, because you can be earning quite a low, you can be getting low wages or low salary in Africa, but you, as compared to a person who is there, you can be able to do a lot of things, and also the kind of areas that they are living, the kind of food that they are taking. The people that in the US, for instance, you'll find that most of the food they take is processed, as compared to majority of the Africans. They are used to natural foods, food that are really balanced and rich in nutrients that can make them to avoid diseases and some sort of. So a question that people should ask themselves is should Jamaicans and Africans totally avoid the USA and Europe for these job opportunities? I'll answer by saying no, it's not necessary, but it's essential to be aware of the challenges and potential downsides on the other side. There are plenty of opportunities, yes, out there, and it's up to them to find out. It's up to you who wants to go there to find out the one that is right for you, and whether it's in the US, the Europe, or somewhere closer to home. The key is to do your research. Do a thorough research before and make an informed decision before you go over there. There are some countries, especially around the Arab area, like the Saudi Arabia, and some of our African brothers have been going there. UAE. There are some who are treated well, especially the ones that are going professionally. As professions, most of them tend to go along well, but there are some of our African brothers who end up there doing these manual jobs like housemaids. They end up some end up being suffering a lot, because you find that some of these people who make their way there, they don't have the capital and to pay for visa, to pay for their air tickets. So they tend to look for agents, and some of these agents, it's like they are selling them, because they have to go there and ensure that they have worked, so that the agents can recoup them the money that they have spent. And when they get there, maybe they are mistreated, they try to run away. It ends up with some of our African brothers coming back to Africa in coffins. So thanks for watching, guys. If you have any thoughts or experiences to share, please leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content, and I'll catch you on the next video. God bless.